And I said, okay, I'm invested in this person, which means that there's risk attached. It's very risky because if I marry a crazy person, I'm in trouble, right? I'm not going to be very happy. It could affect my mental health. It could affect my finances. It could affect a lot of things. But also, so I vetted. I took the time to really vet my wife. But then also, there's a functional aspect of managing that investment. Every asset has to be managed, and the better the asset is managed, the better off the business is going to be. So, the part of my goal to manage our asset called our family was to say, let's make sure that we take this powerful thing called a family, and let's make sure we just guide the ship in the right direction. Let's really learn the latest and best techniques on how we can resolve our disputes, how we can manage the children, how we can maintain stability. And I said, and also in my mind, I said, okay, stability starts with you boys. You got to be stable. You're the father. You're the head of the household. My wife is the head too in her way, and I'm the head in my way. You have to present the stability that you're seeking in the house. So that led me to continuously do journeys about emotional intelligence and just really understanding how who I am and how I feel and where my flaws are and where my blind spots are and how I can be a better human being for the people around me, and then expecting that from them as well, and setting the standard, setting the tone. And because I can just tell you, I think I've told you guys before, and a lot of you that are married, a lot of you are married. How many of y'all are married? Anybody married, got kids and all that? I know a lot of you are. Some of you don't have that yet, and it's okay. Whatever you want to do with your life is fine. But I just found that in order to do this, I remember just thinking, okay, if my wife and I do this right, it could really be great for everybody, right? She's a smart lady. She works extremely hard. She's got a lot of skill. We have been able to do a lot of great things together. But I said, man, if it goes bad and we start to really fight each other, it could be a complete mess. It could be a complete shit show, chaos. And so I was like, okay, well, let me start with me. Let me start with the things I can control. Because if you know anything about being married to a smart black woman, you ain't really gonna be able to just come and put the hammer down and tell her what to do all the time. Now, I don't know. Different women are different. My wife is not one of those like, do what I say, woman. Like I can't. That don't work here. And I mean, come on, we're all in the same community, and my speculation is about 75% of black people need therapy, like are diagnosably mentally ill because of the stuff we've gone through. I really believe that. I think we all crazy. Seriously, we go through so much stuff as kids that just is gonna make you nuts. And we and we even have things that we consider normal that are not normal. Like it's not normal that 76% of all black children grow up without their father in the house. That is not normal. I don't care what anybody says. That is ain't nothing normal about that. You can't go to no Muslim community and expect to see something like that. You're not gonna see that in the Asian community. You're not gonna see that in most Latin American countries. Nobody thinks that's normal. But we're like, oh well, my kids don't need no daddy. Or my son's fine. He didn't have no dad. Yeah, I'm not making fun of your son, okay? So let's just stop that right there. Let's not trigger each other. But I don't see anybody else really sort of even beginning to believe that not having the father with the children every day is normal or healthy. And so long story short, there's some difficulty there, right? There's some stuff that has to be worked through. And what's interesting to me is I don't think a lot of us even see our flaws. Like we think something's wrong with the world. Like the problem is out there. It's all these men, or it's all these women, it's all these other people. And so one of my goals was to say, let's stop believing that the problem is always with her or that the problem is always with somebody else. No, the problem is with you. And